Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. So I'm gonna just clarify now before we get started and get into this upload. I did say on my Twitter I was gonna try and go for an upload haul. So I'm gonna upload this video obviously today, right away after I'm done recording this. And I'm gonna also try and get the Raw episode out for the Universe mode later. So I can get that up on the channel as well. Will and I are gonna. I've still yet to record SmackDown as of the making of this upload, but hopefully we can get around to it. The NASCAR 15 season mode. Well, I just haven't had the time, and I'm not going to with some stuff going on. But I'm gonna stop getting into it because I have places to be, and I want to try and get this video out for you guys. Since Money in the Bank is tomorrow, my first predictions video on the channel. So let's get into it. So as you can see, we have four matches on the card for Money in the Bank this year. Let's start off with the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch, Part 2, at least on the main roster. I'm gonna say I haven't seen their Backlash match because I wasn't home when this match happened, but I heard it was a really good match. Obviously, with the talent involved, I mean, you kind of expect it, really. But obviously, with Lyra Valkyria winning, and with the stipulation that if Becky loses, she can't challenge Lyra again as long as she's champion, and if Lyra losing, she has to raise Becky's hand. I feel like the result's kind of there, especially if Becky lost the first match, that Becky's got to get her win back here. Which, I mean, I'm gonna say it now. As much as I think a lot of us wanted Dakota Kai to be Intercontinental Champion when the belt first got introduced, Lyra Valkyria has been a really good champion. At least, especially recently with like the whole thing with Becky Lynch here. So credit to Lyra Valkyria. Obviously, I still think she'll be around the IC title scene even after the loss, with her going against Bayley and Becky, maybe at Evolution. And speaking of Bayley, I do predict that Bayley will come back in the middle of this match, whether that be to accidentally cost Lyra the championship or to help Lyra beat Becky. That's the only way I see Lyra winning potentially, but either way, I'm still going to go with Becky Lynch winning the Intercontinental Championship at Money in the Bank. Next up, we have the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. A really stacked lineup this year. Honestly, I don't think any of us would complain for the winner, although I'll give my reasoning for each one as after I list them off here. So we got Stephanie Vaquer, who just got called up to the main roster. We got Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Julia. I mean, these two are also called up, but anyway. Let's go down the list one by one, and then I will do a process of elimination. Stephanie Vaquer, really good individual. Especially really popular with the audience. Now, I will say I don't think Stephanie Vaquer is going to win the briefcase. I say this because, well, she just got called up, and she's also working a match before Money in the Bank at Worlds Collide. So, and plus, I mean, I don't think Stephanie Vaquer needs a briefcase to get a world title match. I think she's proven, and I think that she could just get a title match essentially whenever she wants to, with like the more wins she stacks up and all that other stuff. Alexa Bliss has been really over with the audience since she came back at the Royal Rumble. Only person in this match to ever win a Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't think I see Alexa Bliss being put in the title picture at all, at least anytime soon. I mean, sure, she's teased it with Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown in recent weeks, but I honestly don't believe that Alexa's going to jump back into the world title picture with the briefcase. Kind of like Stephanie, I feel like she can be inserted into the title picture. But I definitely feel like we want to see Alexa in the Wyatt 6 soon enough, which I know is not sound logic for why I'm not going to pick Alexa to win the briefcase, but I don't think Alexa's going to win. I feel like we still got a long time to go. Although, I will say it would be nice to see Alexa win another world championship. Roxanne Perez is a very interesting person in this match, I will say, because she has been on the main roster essentially since the start of the year. She's been on and off, obviously, um, with the whole Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber thing, and then working in NXT for a little bit. But now she's in this storyline with the Judgment Day. And she's being brought in by Finn Balor. She's still very young. I mean, Roxanne Perez, honestly, could be a realistic threat to win the briefcase. And I would be very intrigued to see how they play this whole Judgment Day story with Roxanne running around with the briefcase. Especially with the tension she has with Liv Morgan and all of that going on. So, I will say Roxanne Perez could be a contender. Let's go down. Not Naomi. We'll save Naomi for last. Julia. I definitely don't believe Julia is going to win. I think out of all these women, I think she's the least likely to win. This is not a knock on Julia. She's obviously really, really good. But I feel like WWE's already played their card and showed us that, well, Julia is going to go after the Women's United States Championship. She does not need the briefcase to do that. We really don't want to see Julia do what Austin Theory did, so please keep Julia away from the briefcase if that's what you're going to do. But I mean, it would still be pretty cool to see Julia win this, but I think out of these 6, she's the least likely, especially with WWE already playing their cards for her. So yeah, that's my reasoning for Julia. Rhea Ripley. This could be a really divisive pick for a lot of people. You can have your one side saying they want Rhea Ripley to win. I mean, Money in the Bank. I think the branding speaks for itself. A lot of cash will be thrown WWE's way with the branding for the Money in the Bank merch. The briefcase, the shirts, whatever. So if you're looking at it from a business perspective, Rhea Ripley can be an odds-on favorite to win this. But me personally, I don't think Rhea Ripley should win this. Because Rhea Ripley is already established, and she's not leaving the world title picture anytime soon. She does not need the briefcase. She can get a world title match basically any day of the week she wants to. Because she's basically been in that picture basically the entire year thus far. So why does Rhea Ripley need the briefcase? She does not need it. Which is why I'm not going to pick Rhea Ripley to win it. Because the briefcase should really be to establish people that need that next step into the main event scene. Which is why I'm either going with Roxanne Perez or the person I'm about to talk about, Naomi. Naomi, sure, she did win the world title a couple times back in 2017. But really, I mean, I really don't remember those reigns. But the character Naomi has now, she has really stepped up her game and has the crowd on her side with this heel character she has. And honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Naomi with the briefcase, maybe with the caution tape, the proceed with caution gimmick that she has. It's been really entertaining. The feud with Jade Cargill, and really Naomi's really stepped up her game a notch with this character, and honestly, props to her. So really, just looking at this field, I mean, I've narrowed it down already, obviously, to Roxanne or Naomi. And I feel like both those ladies would be really good with the briefcase. But if I had to pick between the two, because both are a really popular pick, I'm going to say Naomi. I'm going to say Naomi because I just feel like Naomi could really use a good, solid push. And have a nice world title reign. She can weasel her way into winning the women's championship, setting us up for Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. Because Naomi's just that heel that'll take any opportunity she can to win the gold. I mean, Roxanne Perez, like I said, would be an awesome pick, especially with her storyline in the Judgment Day. But I just feel like right now, the Naomi, uh, like thinking about Naomi with the briefcase, I feel like has a lot more appeal than a Roxanne. Even though the storyline for Roxanne in the Judgment Day would be awesome to see how that plays out, and I wouldn't be mad if she won it either. But I just feel like Naomi would probably be the right way to go. And plus, Roxanne's still got a long career ahead of her. She's only 23, I think, right? Naomi's one of those veterans. I feel like she deserves a proper push in the main event scene. So that's why I'm gonna sit. My final answer for this will be Naomi wins the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match, however, oh dear. So let's go over this. We got LA Knight, Penta, Andrade, Solo Sikoa, Seth Rollins, and El Grande Americano. Let's go down the list here, shall we? I'm going to save the 3 people I have having a good chance for last. So let's start with Solo Sikoa. So we'll get the guys I don't think is going to win out of the way first. Solo Sikoa, sure, he was red hot last year with the Bloodline faction that he ran after WrestleMania with the Tongans and Jacob Fatu and everything. But realistically, I think as well as everybody else, know that Solo Sikoa, his game plan, I think, is going to be like a feud with Jacob Fatu for the U.S. Championship. They're building that up. So really, I don't see a world where Solo Sikoa wins the briefcase. With that in mind, but it'd be a very interesting pick for sure. Let's go to Penta. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. Penta would be really, really interesting with the briefcase. He's been amazing since he's arrived to the main roster. But if you ask me, I don't think Penta is ready for the main event. Now, obviously, he's won world titles in other promotions. I know that. But Penta still has some time to, get there. Like, I still think it's too early for Penta in the main event scene. But he's going to deliver some amazing moments in this match. So that's why I don't think Penta's going to win. I still think it's too early for him. But I do see him maybe winning the world title in the future, which would be awesome. Andrade, unfortunately, I hate to say this, I just think he's the least likely to win this one, unfortunately. I mean, his win against Andrade and Jacob Fatu came out of nowhere. I mean, a really good surprise, but let's be honest here, Andrade's kind of just here for the spots in the match. And I hate to say this because Andrade is a really good performer, and I, as well as many others, would love to see Andrade get a huge push, like maybe into the main event scene of some way, shape, or form. Like, go back and look at his NXT run. He was great, but I unfortunately just don't see a world where Andrade wins the briefcase, unfortunately. Which brings us to the 3 that I could see maybe winning this match. I'll start with the third less likely option, the third potential option here. I'm going to put El Grande Americano as a favorite, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that. But I watched my buddy Will's video on this, and he brings up a lot of good points. I don't remember exactly what he said word for word, but I remember when I was watching it, he made a lot of good points. And I came across a stat on Twitter that ever since this El Grande Americano gimmick came into existence, he has not lost a single match. So I could absolutely see a world where WWE just puts the briefcase on this stupid gimmick and just upsets the fan base. Now, don't get me wrong. I think we all like Chad Gable. He's a really good performer in the ring. I just wish we had the actual Chad Gable and not this stupid gimmick in the match. Like, why can't we just have good old Chad Gable? Like, honestly, that would have been a lot better than this. But yeah, I really hope they don't put the briefcase on El Grande. I mean, maybe it would lead to a compelling story with El Grande and Gable about Gable maybe cashing it in for El Grande or something. I have no idea, but I really hope they don't put the briefcase on this guy. I really hope they don't. If it was Chad Gable, I wouldn't have any issues with it. It's just, I hate the gimmick. Seth Rollins will be my second choice. Well, from the favorite I have to win this. Seth Rollins has a compelling character, but I feel like the common consensus is he's going to get screwed out of the briefcase by either CM Punk or Roman Reigns, which, I mean, fair enough. I mean, CM Punk's not even in the match, although I think he should be, and not El Grande Americano. But anyway, Seth Rollins is probably going to get screwed over. I mean, even if Braun and Bronson Reed try to help him, Punk and Roman are going to come out, screw him over. And that'll leave the door wide open for L.A. Knight. Yeah. L.A. Knight needs to win this. He's had a couple U.S. title reigns. He really needs this victory. Because the last 2 years, people have wanted LA Knight to win, only to had the rug pulled out from under the fans of his for the last couple years. Obviously, with Priest, and then McIntyre last year. I mean, LA Knight's still popular. Like, he's super over with the audience. You got to pull the trigger on this guy. He needs to be a world champion. Just give this man the briefcase and just let him run with it. Let him have a world title reign for the sake of the entire fan base. You have made horrible booking decisions, WWE. Honestly, if you put the briefcase on this guy, LA Knight, then, at least in my opinion, you've at least brought yourself up a little bit. Respect, like, at least in terms of respecting your product. At least for me, I don't know about anybody else, but, like, we need LA Knight as the briefcase holder. Also, on a side note, Karrion Kross should have had a chance to qualify for this match. But still, I predict LA Knight's going to win this match. I don't know why I decided to throw Karrion Kross in there, but I know a lot of people hate that he's not in the match and Gable got 2 qualifiers, but it still would have been cool to see Kross in this match. But yeah, LA Knight's my pick. Anyway, the main event is the tag team match that is just so stupid. Logan Paul and John Cena versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. The way I see this going, Logan Paul is the only one that really has nothing going for him at this point in time. So he's probably here to eat the pin. Cody and Jey are probably going to win, setting up Cody versus Cena down the line, wherever that's going to happen. I mean, if we were closer to SummerSlam, I'd say set that up for SummerSlam, Cena versus Cody. Cody gets the belt back. But I still feel like we're, what, 2 months away from SummerSlam? Like, are we going to wait that long to save Cody versus Cena? Because, like, honestly, Cody winning the belt back from Cena, I feel like is the play here. But I feel like Cena should hold this thing at least till SummerSlam, even though this title reign's been a bit of a mixed bag with mostly some bad stuff, especially that Travis Scott interference at WrestleMania. I hate that, man. I really do. But yeah, just seeing how this is laid out, Logan Paul's probably going to eat the pin. Cody and Jey are going to win. I don't really see it going any other way. So yeah. Those are essentially just my predictions for this show. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Have fun.